Sorry guys, I just realized I was completely muted. So I forgot to turn my microphone volume on. But, so if I'm talking, and you can't hear me, that's because I forgot to turn my microphone volume up. But, essentially what I said is we got the Stars and Maulers today. I just put out a poll, so let me know who's going to win this game. And, if you have any score prediction, make sure to let me know in the comments. So I've got the Stars in this one. I've got them taking this one home in rather dominant fashion. I think I said 37. Let me check what I said real quick. I know I said Stars 37. I don't remember what else I said. In my predictions video. So, let me check. Give me 1 second. Alright, so in my Week 9 USFL predictions, I had the Stars taking this one home 37-16. Alright, so make sure to vote on that poll if you haven't already. So, again, I have the Stars. I'll get to the comments in 1 second. Oh no, just did something. I thought I was typing something, and I ended up typing, but it moved something where I didn't want it. There we go. So we got 2 votes for the Stars right now. Alright, so everything seems to be running smoothly. So, again, I've got the Stars. If you have score prediction, let me know in the comments. So we've got some votes for the Stars. Rangers BS call. Shesterkin had it in his glove. Good run. Comeback kids. We got it next year. Yeah, I agree. Should have been goal interference. He had it in his glove. Like, he did drop it. But I do think when Stamkos hit his glove on the way past, I do think that should have been goal interference. Stars 38-18. I'm going to end this poll in a few minutes. So make sure to vote if you haven't already. Do I have a wink? A wink? 1 second. Alright, so we are underway. Stars field in the end zone and bring it out of the end zone. And here's... I've never done a Stars game before, so I'm not insanely familiar with all their players. So now Case Cookus onto the field as the Stars quarterback. There we go. For 1st and 10. He had a really, really good game last week. Here's Cookus to throw on the first play. Incomplete, intended for number 7. Don't exactly know who that is. Let me just bring up the rosters, and I'll get to your question about the link in 1 second. But I do know if you go to foxsports.com/USFL/scores, and then you click on today's game, you can watch it there. Like you just have to click on what game you want. All right, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a run with Matt Colburn, who's going to get forward for about 5 yards. Sorry, I also forgot to change down and distance. So 3rd and 5 for the Stars. I'm going to end this poll now, so make sure if you haven't voted, just let me know in the comments. Here's Case Cookus. Under pressure and throw intended for number 13. Let me check who that is. Again, I'm not that familiar with the Stars roster. That is Maurice Alexander. Which falls incomplete. So now 4th and 5 for the Stars. As they're going to punt this ball away to the Maulers. And it's rolling inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line. Good punt by the Stars. As now the Maulers with possession of the football. There is a flag on the field, so let's see what this is. So we got 12:50 left in the first quarter. As Vad Lee comes on at quarterback for the Maulers. They really need to figure out their quarterback. Is it going to be Vad Lee? Is it going to be Roland Rivers? Who's it going to be? They've started 4 different quarterbacks this season and have found success with none of them. And quickly going to the comments. Who do you think will have a better year next year, Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson? That is tough. Rodgers, he's just such a good quarterback. Then Russell Wilson, he's got the weapons now in Denver. Here's a run with Garrett Groshek. That's going to get forward for about 4 yards to bring up 2nd and 6. But that is a very good question. So who do you think will have the better season? Is my question to you. 1. And 2? I don't know. Bad defense against bad offense here. Because Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers and just does Aaron Rodgers-like things. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Vad Lee rolls right and throws too high, intended for tight end number 85. That is Hunter Thedford. But, I don't know. That's very, very tough. Mike Riley's here with Generals head coach watching the game, scouting the Stars for their playoff meeting in a few weeks. Throw caught, that is number 13 of the Maulers now. I said 13 of the Stars, that's Maurice Alexander. Maulers, that is Jalen McKensley. Hopefully I said his name right. I'm pretty sure I didn't. But going back to your question, Rogers or Wilson? That's a good question. I'll go Aaron Rodgers by like the slightest margin, but let me know who you think. Here's Garrett Groshek. I forgot to update the down and distance. He's going to get 6 there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4. Alright, there we go. Alright, 2nd and 4 here for the Maulers. Low snap, Vadley. Wide open is, I forgot his name again. That same guy, number 13. That Jalen McCluskey? I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly. Let me know in the comments if I am. The Maulers had their best offensive game against the Stars in Week 2. As I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but all these games are rematches of Week 2. And that it makes sense because the Stars do have the worst defense in the league. But then the Stars, their offense is just so powerful. It's really, really good. They could really outscore anyone. Intercepted by the Stars. Juggled. It was off multiple players, and this is returned down the sideline before going out of bounds inside the 30. So number 8 or 9, I couldn't tell. That is number 8 on the Stars defense. Number 8 on the Stars defense. That is cornerback Channing Stripling. Comes up with a huge interception there, giving the Stars excellent starting field position inside the Maulers' 30-yard line already. 1st and 10, Case Cookus. Throws quickly outside to number 7. Let me check who that is. Give me a second. That is Devin Gray, a wide receiver out of Cincinnati. Channing Stripling now leads the USFL in interceptions with 7, which is pretty impressive considering we've only played 8 games so far, and this is game number 9. So averaging just under an interception per game, so that's very good. Here's Case Cookus, escapes the pressure. It's a big guy chasing him. Lofts for the end zone and almost intercepted. That's going to... Oh, sorry, I forgot to change the down and distance again. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. There we go. Hey there. How you going? How's it going? What you doing? So, how are you? We've got the Stars and Maulers right now. I'm going to actually move this. Oops. Move this out a little bit. Okay, there we go. 3rd and 7. That should be a penalty, delay a game. And it is going to be a penalty. That's going to back him up to 3rd and... oh, no, my math. 3rd and 12. Alright, I'm thinking you're probably throwing the ball, but the last thing you can do here is take a sack. Cook us over the middle, looking for the end zone at the feet of the intended receiver, number 84. That is Pro Wells, a tight end out of TCU. And the Stars will settle for a field goal, or you would think. Cookus also tried to squeeze that ball into a very tight spot. "47-yard attempt by the Stars kicker. I don't know his name, but that is good. So now we gotta change the score. 1 second. And the Stars take the early 3-0 lead. Who's my favorite sports team? Like football team, or like sports team in general? I don't know if I can just come up with like one sports team, or if I could only watch that team for like the rest of my life. I don't know if I could do that. That's very tough. But my favorite USFL team is the Generals. My favorite NFL team is the Giants. MLB team is the Yankees. NHL team is the Rangers, who unfortunately lost last night. I feel like I'm forgetting. College football team is Notre Dame. And I think that covers it. Yeah, I think that covers it. How about you? What's your favorite team or teams? It's like, for me, it's just impossible and too hard to pick one. Alright, so we've got Stars with a 3-0 lead, as we have 7 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Yankees are on fire. Yes, the Yankees are on fire. They just like destroyed the Cubs 18-4, I think it was. Yeah, 18-4 today. But your favorites are St. Louis Cardinals, Denver Broncos, and St. Louis Blues. Okay. I was actually just checking all MLB teams and stuff like that, because I was going to record my MLB power rankings, and like I typically post them on Sunday nights, so like a little bit later today. But obviously I wouldn't be able to record it because I'm streaming live. So, oh no, what did I just do? So I was going to record it like a few hours ago, and I finished like typing all my notes for that. It's like I don't just go, like I don't have it scripted like what I'm gonna say, but like I do write down a few bullet points about each team and stuff like that. Here's a kick return by the Maulers. Gotta put their ball marker up. And out to the 33-yard line. 32 maybe. But, oh, as I was saying, like my videos aren't scripted, but like I don't just come out here and be like I'm the kind of person that's like, I don't need to like have like everything memorized with what I'm saying. But like I just need to know, like have an idea. So that's why this way, if I just see a few bullets, like I can start talking about that topic. But like, I can't just come out of nowhere and start saying like, yeah, this team's doing very well. They just beat this team 3 times in a row. Like I can't do that. So I do have some notes. So I didn't get to. All right, I'll get back to that in a second. Here's Madre London. That's forward for 2 yards. So, with my MLB power rankings, they will be posted probably tomorrow, because I will probably record them tomorrow. If anything changes, I'm not sure. But that's what I'm thinking is the plan right now, as well as USFL Week 10 power rankings come out tomorrow as well. Madre London in the backfield again, and he's going to get the ball again and get up to the 35-yard line to bring up a 3rd and 7. So I don't hate the idea of running the ball there. It's just very unfortunate that they were not able to get a lot of yards there. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and long. Seems like you got a good plan for your channel. Keep on working. Thank you. Yep, I try to post every day. Sometimes it's hard to come up with ideas, but looks like there may have been a false start in the right tackle there. Vadley over the middle finds number 85. I forget what his name is. Number 85. That is tight end Hunter Thetford. It's his 2nd catch so far. Really good throw there by Vadley to fit it over the linebacker right where it needed to go. First and 10. Here is Vadley to throw. He's going to find number 1. I don't know who that is. Oh, that is Artavius Lynn. A tight end out of TCU. Alright, here we go. Vadley starting off pretty strong despite the early interception. 4 for 6, 57 yards. As the Maulers have a pretty good drive going so far. Free rusher off the edge. Vadley does get it out, but it is intended for wide receiver Isaiah Henney, and it falls incomplete. I'm also just going to check real quick if there's any key inactives for either team. Alright, let me see. Maulers. I'm just checking if there's any key inactives real quick. I've been forgetting to change the down and distance marker. Here's a throw to number 7. Hardaway, right at the back of his jersey. Wait, is that a first down? No, 3rd and 5. Alright, I will occasionally forget to do that. But what was I doing now? Oh, inactives. Maulers inactives. There's any key ones. Fullback Mikey Daniel. So you may think not a lot of teams use fullbacks, but some are actually. Like the Maulers, they use Daniel quite a bit. Vadley fumbled the ball, and is able to gain possession of it back at the Stars' 40-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 4th and... Whoops. Very good job by Vadley to get back on top of that. Although, he really didn't get possession of it. But, I don't know if what down it is. But, wide receiver Billy Gaither is also out for the Maulers. There's others. If you want me to name them all, I will. But just key ones right now. And for the Stars, here's a 59-yard field goal attempt on 4th and 19. He got it up. This guy hit 61 last week, and it's good. So the Maulers answer right back with a very, very long field goal. That's one of the longest in the USFL. The Maulers kicker, Ahmed, set the record last week with a 61-yard field goal. And now he hits 59 here against the Stars. Alright, so now we got down and distance. Oops, sorry, did not mean to do that. That was also from last week. Alright, I just removed that so I didn't. So 3-3 so far. Almost through the end of one. Alright, but what I actually meant to do before I put up that thing I didn't mean to put up is 1st and 10. And since it's not first down yet, I could just go like that. Okay. So neither offense has come out on fire. I feel like the Maulers have moved the ball decently well. Then again, they are playing the worst defense in the USFL. But overall for the Maulers, I like the way they've started, especially through the air, going 5 for 8 for 62 yards. Vadley did have the interception, but I mean, you can't expect a quarterback to play mistake-free football. You would just hope that that's his only costly mistake of the game. And for the Stars, they've not really been able to do anything offensively. They had a 3-and-out in their first drive, and then they've got a total of 8 offensive yards. Impressive. So this is now kicked away. Returned by number 13. I forget who that is. Then maybe Maurice Alexander. Yeah, I think it is. And horrible starting field position. Great punt coverage. As inside their own 15, near their own 10-yard line. Stars 1st and 10. Who do I think should be on the cover of Madden 23? I know they announced it's John Madden. But I think like if it was a player, it should have been the back-to-back MVP Aaron Rodgers. First and 10. Here is a handoff running left with Matt Colburn, and he's not going anywhere to bring up 2nd and 10. How about you? If it wasn't John Madden, who would you say should be on the Madden cover? Maulers kicker Ramiz Ahmed just made a 59-yarder, and that is his 3rd made kick of 50 yards in the last, I think it was 3 weeks. That is way too high intended for Maurice Alexander. You would say Joe Burrow? I could see that. I could, but then I feel like when looking at potential Madden cover athletes, you think more of like players who had really good regular seasons. I mean, I know he was unbelievable in the postseason, but I mean, he did have a really good regular season, too. Yeah, 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns, 14 picks. So, overall, very good year for Joe Burrow. I just think it should be Aaron Rodgers. If it wasn't already announced to be John Madden. Oh no, sorry, did not mean to do that. I'm trying to move my mouse around, and I accidentally moved myself. Sorry about that. So sorry about that. But I think I'm back where I was. So they went to a commercial break. I believe the Stars called a timeout. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, timeout number 1 by the Stars. Oh, and I also forgot to update this to 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. That definitely will happen a lot. Where I forgot to change the down and distance marker. Just checking the poll I put out. That was about 2 days ago. In the community tab of my channel. So every week I'll put out polls about the USFL games who you think will win. So if you didn't know that, now you know. And so I put out a poll about this game. I put out, since there's only 4 USFL games a week, I put all 4. And this game, 79% said the Stars, 21% said the Maulers. So Stars with 3rd and 10. Let's see what they go with here. They are deep in their own territory. They're at their own 13-yard line. So I wonder if potentially you could go run the football here. Because, I mean, it wasn't... You are deep in your own territory. You don't want to have, like, a... No, they are going to throw the ball, like a turnover, I was going to say. Here's over the middle, complete to tight end Bug Howard. That is a big completion there. First down for the Stars. As Howard is one of the leaders in the USFL, as we get to see the helmet cam replay from Bug Howard. That was pretty cool to see. But receiving's touchdown leader. Here's another pass intended for Howard, and he draws a flag on this one for a defensive holding on number 23, the Maulers, or I'm assuming it's defensive holding. That is Prince Charles Wara? I'm pretty sure I did not say his name correctly. But Bug Howard has 4 receiving touchdowns, which is tied for second with Johnny Dixon, Kevontae Turpin, Bailey Gaither, and Bailey Gaither. Isaiah Zuber leads with 5 receiving touchdowns. As that brings us to the end of quarter number 1, sorry. One second, let me just check something. Okay. So the Stars having a good... they've had 2 good plays in a row. Well, one was a pass interference penalty. So we got a 3-3 game at the end of the first quarter. If you had to choose one of these quarterbacks, which one would it be? Like, to lead my team? Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, Kyler Murray. That's a very good question. Um, so my first thought is Lamar Jackson, even though like he's not an amazing passer. So I would not take Kyler Murray, cause oh, you have to choose one for your Madden. Oh, for Madden, Lamar Jackson. But in real life, like if I was like a general manager and had to pick between those three, that's tough. Like Lamar Jackson, he's got tons of rushing potential. Um, I don't know. But if it's in Madden, I'm going with Lamar Jackson. Neither team really able to do much on the ground. Only combined 18 rushing yards. Both teams with over 30 yards through the air. Here's a run with Matt Colburn, which went nowhere to bring up 2nd and 10. So we got 2nd and 10, as they're going to review if the ball came out here. As let's check this replay. Let's check a few. Nope, that's a fumble. But now was clear recovery made? Yes, it was. So that should be a turnover. And it should be Maulers football. It is? Alright, sorry, I just missed what's going on. But they made it Maulers football after the fumble. And now Roland Rivers comes on for the Maulers at quarterback, as they now head to a commercial break. So both teams really doing their damage through the air. Neither team finding it on the ground. The Stars averaging 1.7 yards per carry. And the Maulers slightly better, but still not a ton better. 3.2 yards per carry. Or did that say 3.7? 3.2. So we got 1st and 10 for the Maulers. They're at their own 43-yard line. So, just across, or on their own side of midfield. So not horrible starting field position, actually pretty good. So now, wait. Now Vadui back in at quarterback. Rowan Rivers was just out there before they went to commercial. Here is Lee. Fires. And that is caught by number 13. I think that's a catch, yeah. Number 13, let me check. That is Jalen McQuincy. I'm pretty sure I'm not saying his name correctly. But if I am, that's great. Right, 2nd and 5. Let me change this for you. Here's another pass attempt. Vadui rolls out to his left and fires and finds a receiver on the sideline. And they're going to mark it incomplete, saying he was not in bounds. Let's check. He had the toe drag. I don't know if that right foot came up. That's close, but they're going to call incomplete. 3rd and 5. Vadui again goes back to Trey Walker, who is blown up by number 22. Let's see who that is. That is Tavon Coney. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 4, maybe 3. Yep, 4th and 3. It's a fake punt, and they're going to throw it over the middle to a wide open receiver. And that is, he looks like a tight end, number 85. That is tight end Hunter Thedford. Underthrown ball, good job by him to come back for it. Very good fake there. As the punter Duffy threw it. Yep, that is a catch. Nice job coming back for it by Hunter Thedford. You're the quarterback for your 8th grade team. Cool. How's your team been doing so far? Here is a throw to number 1. Sorry, I also forgot to change this. Now it's going to bring 2nd and... But there's Artavius Wynn again. 2nd and 4. Second 4, here's a run with, don't know who that was. He went down so quickly you couldn't see his number, and now I still can't see his number. I guess they're trying to emphasize the tackles made by Lattimore to bring up 3rd and 4. That was Gilbert. Don't really think I know. Running back James Gilbert. Okay. Don't remember ever seeing him before. Here's Vadui. over the middle. There's another catch for Hunter Thedford as he's got a first down inside the 20-yard line. You're 12-5 last season as a team. That's pretty good. Nice job. Hunter Thedford's having a really, really good game. 3 catches for 50 yards on 4 targets so far. As we've got a 1st and 10. For the Maulers inside the red zone. So, the Mauler is looking to score the game's first touchdown. Definitely in a good position to get points on the board here as they're inside the red zone. So now they're at a commercial break, so waiting for them to come back. We've got 11:27 remaining in the second quarter. This seems to be a really, really long commercial break. Here we go. As now they're showing Week 10 schedule. We got the Stars and Generals, the Stallions and the Bandits, the Panthers and Maulers, and then the Gamblers and Breakers. As apparently there is an Offensive Player of the Year award. I did a video on MVP candidates. So Offensive Player of the Year, we've got Jamar Smith, Kyle Slaughter, Jordan Tayamu, Darius Victor, Kavante Turpin, and Case Cookus. First and 10 for the Maulers. Here's a run with, again, I couldn't tell who that was. I think that was James Gilbert again. Yes, it was. You did good last season, but there's still things you want to work on to be better on the field. And that's a good mindset to have, knowing that you're doing well, but always want to be improving. Here's 2nd and 7. Hold on, let me change this real quick. Here is play action. Vadley escapes the pocket and throws to the end zone to Isaiah Henney. And he may have got his feet in, I'm not sure, but I don't think the ball was in the end zone. But they're going to rule that incomplete to bring up 3rd and 7. Alright, here's a replay of it from the ref cam. Oh, okay, he was juggling the ball and didn't have possession of it until he was out of bounds. Vadley again to the end zone, broken up by number 29. That is 29. That is Amani Dennis. As it's going to bring up a field goal attempt on 4th and 7. And that is 32 yards, so this should be no problem for the Maulers kicker, as he just made a 59-yarder. As the Maulers spend their second timeout, and Hunter Thedford comes walking with a slight limp off the field as the play clock was winding down. Sorry, you just realized you've been commenting a lot. That's fine. Comments. I like comments. It's fun interacting with you guys. As Hunter Thedford seems to be in some pain as he's on the sideline. Not a good sign for Maulers, or for Mauler fans, as he's pretty good and has been over 50 yards already. 32-yard attempt. It's a fake punt, kick, and they're going to throw it to the end zone, and they're going to get the touchdown. Wow. The Maulers and their fake punts, or fake kicks. Sorry, it was actually a field goal. But another fake that is successful for the Maulers. Here it is again. Great catch by the kicker, because if he doesn't catch that, this does not happen. Good one-handed catch by the kicker, and then fires it into the end zone to get Malcolm Howard, a linebacker, a touchdown. As the extra point is up and good, and the Maulers take a 10-3 lead. So 2 special team fakes by the Maulers, both of which successful. They may have both been on that drive, I'm not sure. Yep, both of which were on that drive. 2 successful fakes. The Maulers better watch out. Soon their kicker and punter will combine for more passing yards than Vadley. Obviously, I'm joking. But they do have better completion percentages. Wow, yeah. Very, very good by the Maulers. Maybe they should make one of them their quarterback. Yeah, really. You may want to consider having the kicker be a wide receiver. He made a really nice one-handed catch there. So now, to kick it away, Stars now get the ball. It's going to be returned by, I forget who this guy is. Oh, that's Alexander. Maurice Alexander. And he's going to get it to the 29-yard line to bring up a Stars 1st and 10. Here's Case Cookus. End around. There was a fake, just run. And then there was an end around to, Alexander. I keep forgetting his name. Alexander. Maurice Alexander. That's his name. He's definitely Stars' best receiver. But there was no gain on that on the trick play, or whatever you want to call it, from the Stars. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Here's a screen. Cookus hit as he throws. Matt Colburn catches it, the running back. And he's going to get 5 yards. Or maybe 6. Looks like they're going to spot it for 6 yards. To bring up a 3rd and 4. There's not really any great quarterbacks in the USFL, in your opinion? Yeah, I would have to agree. Because when I was going through my MVP candidates, like, typically it's a quarterback that wins MVP, right? So, it's like, you go through the teams. And, like, Case Cookus may be one of the better, he is one of the better. Here's Bug Howard, who runs a few people over on his way to a 1st down. But, like, when you look at the Generals, like, none of their quarterbacks have played enough to be an MVP candidate. DeAndre Johnson, he's very good, but as a runner, we haven't really seen a ton as a passer. Luis Perez is good, but he hasn't played enough. And then Case Cookus, he's a very good quarterback. I think he's one of the better ones in the USFL. Brian Scott was good for the Stars before he got hurt. The Maulers, they don't have a good quarterback. That's the reason they've played 4 so far. Here's Cookus finding number 2. I don't know who that is. And he's going to tiptoe the sideline and get forward for a 1st down. Number 2, let me check who that is. No, sorry. It would also help when I looked at the Stars roster, not the Maulers roster. KJ Costello is a quarterback on the Stars? I never knew that. A former Mississippi State quarterback. It's actually pretty good there. Jordan Sewell was number 2. And then the other team, the Panthers, they had Shea Patterson. They cut him. Paxton Lynch, Josh Love, they're not great. Paxton Lynch has lots of potential. Case Cook is going to tuck it and run. Breaks 1 tackle. Before being taken down to get a 2nd and 9. That's what I'm going to call it. Then in the South Division, the Stallions, they have good quarterbacks, but they're not great. Jamar Smith, he's good, but he can be very inaccurate at times. And then Alex Magoo, we haven't seen a lot. He's a very good rushing threat. Here is Colburn, who's going to run forward for about 3 yards to bring up a third and what should be about 3rd and 6, maybe 3rd and 5. I'll mark it 3rd and 5 because that's probably what they'll have it as. And of course, they put it 3rd and 6. And then Jordan Teamo, I thought he was going to be a really good quarterback coming into the season. Hasn't really lived up to my expectations, as that Bandits team was just eliminated from playoff contention today, as the Breakers picked up that second playoff spot in the South. Here's Case Cook's quick throw intended for Bug Howard, knocked away. Good coverage there by Gibson. And then the Breakers, Kyle Sloter, he was a former NFL preseason star, so he's one of the better quarterbacks. If I had to say, yeah, this guy's the best, it would probably be Sloter. Oh, that was actually oh, yeah, that was incomplete. What am I saying? I forgot that was 3rd down is what I was saying. And now that's going to bring up a 54-yard field goal attempt for Luis Aguilar. His longest 49 on the season. Also hasn't missed yet this season. So either he will extend his long, or he will miss his first field goal, which he did. So, missed field goal by the Stars. As the Maulers get it back. And then, with... What was I saying? Oh, right, with, the Gamblers. I forgot their name for a second. Their quarterbacks, they haven't been great. I know they just beat the undefeated Stallions, so now the other team's undefeated. But their quarterback play hasn't been great either. Did you hear about that one Mauler player that got fired? Yeah, they cut him for wanting pizza over chicken salad. I did hear about that. So, I'm just checking where they have the ball. They're on 44. Okay, that makes sense because... Wait a minute. How come they get... That ball was snapped on the Maulers' 36-yard line, right? So make that a 54-yarder? Yeah, it was snapped from the 36-yard. How much time is left? There is 5 minutes and 44 seconds in the second quarter. As now they're going over some season headlines. Breakers to face the Stallions in playoffs. Gamblers stopped the Stallions' 3-game winning streak. And the Stars... how much time again it cut out? Sorry about that. 5 minutes and 44 seconds remain in the second quarter. Here is Vadley. He's going to... Wow, that was a horrible throw. That is intercepted by number 22. I believe that is Tavon Coney. It is. He had a big tackle before to force a 4th down. And now intercepts. That was a horrible pass from Vadley. As now the Stars get the football right back. You're welcome. I don't know if he was trying to tell him to go upfield. That was also a very bad read right there. There was a linebacker and the corner standing right there. That may have been tipped at the line. Because I did see it was very wobbly. Here's play action. Case Cookus rolling right and throws over the middle. And that one was almost intercepted. Intended for Maurice Alexander. Case Cookus also took quite the shot once he released that ball. And now, number 19, I believe that is KJ Costello, comes on for the Stars. Yep, KJ Costello. I was just talking about him before, and now we get to see him in action. And he's just going to hand the ball off to number 25. I actually don't know who that is. 25 on the Stars. That is Paul Turry. And KJ Costello was in there for one play. As there must be some kind of rule, like if you take a really big hit or something like that. I know in college, if your helmet comes off during the play, and it's not like ripped off, like it comes off from a hit, then you have to go out for a play. Here's 3rd and 7. Oh, I've been forgetting to change it. Case Cookus hit as he throws. They're going to say it's a fumble. And, sorry, I forgot to change the down and distance. As his helmet comes off again on the play. Let's see what this is at the moment. Here's a replay. Ooh, that's tough. The arm was coming forward. It was going to start. They're going to roll incomplete and say 4th and 7. As he took a big hit as he let that one go, and also he released it when he was like at the very back, so like when you throw the ball like right back here, he was hit, and then when he was coming forward, like he pushed the ball forward with his hand a little bit. As it's gonna take a Stars bounce down the sideline. And now it is Mauler football. 1st and 10. And now I'm curious how much time's left. 3:54. 3 minutes, 54 seconds left in the first half. As the Maulers can add to their lead, as they already have a 7-point lead. Their defense has done a really good job of shutting down the Stars' offense. I wonder who played at quarterback for the Stars the first time these two teams met. Because Brian Scott started the season for the Stars at quarterback, and he had a pretty good week. Like, week 2. Yeah, he definitely played this game. Yeah, Brian Scott played this game for the Stars at quarterback in week 2. And he was really good. 72% completion percentage, which is 26 of 36. For 272 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So I wonder if the quarterback difference could have a difference in the Maulers' play right now. Like, defensively, and the Stars' play offensively. I wonder. I mean, we didn't really get to see Brian Scott a ton. But, I don't know. So, 1st and 10. Maulers with the ball on their own 17-yard line. First and 10. As the Maulers with the football. Vad Lee in at quarterback, as he's been in here the entire game. Here's Garrett Groshek. He's going to get it forward for about 9 yards. Tackle made by Tavon Coney. 2nd and 1. Second and 1. Here's another run with Garrett Groshek going right back to him. And he's going to put his shoulder down and get the first down. To bring up a Maulers first down. First and 10 here for the Maulers as they got another first down. And give right back to Groshek, this time nowhere to go. Push forward for maybe 2 yards. Second and 8. Let's see if the Maulers go to the air here or keep it on the ground. After getting stuffed on first down, they are going to give it right back to Garrett Groshek. This time going to find some space and get tackled just short of the first down marker to bring up a 3rd and 1. As I believe that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Yes, it does. So 2-minute warning. Maulers up 10-3 on their own 40-yard line. And I'll tell you more after I take this drink. So, what was I saying now? Oh, own 40-yard line, 3rd and 1. But the way they've ran the ball here, I'd expect another run. Don't go to the air here when you've ran the ball pretty effectively this drive. Well, this drive, let's see. They've run 4 plays. You got Garrett Groshek up the middle for 9 yards. Garrett Groshek for 5 yards, 2 yards, and 7 yards. That's pretty good. So, the least you've gotten is 2 yards. Why go away from the run here? So, 2-minute warning, 2 minutes left. So, one thing, when I was watching the Stallions-Maulers game a few weeks ago, was that last week? No, that was 2 weeks ago. Um, the Maulers had horrible clock management and a 2-minute drill, which you couldn't even call a 2-minute drill. It was just, they were just trying to run the ball and run out the clock. I mean, there was time, though. There was like a minute and 15 seconds when they got the ball. At least. So now we got the Generals and Stars. I believe they play next week, too. As well as in the Northern playoffs in the semifinal. As the Generals coach Mike Riley is here. Now I need to check. I really think they do play. So we're gonna get to see Stars Generals 2 weeks in a row. Yup, they do. Stars Maulers 2 weeks in a row. As they're gonna go back to the ground. He fumbled, but he was down. First down. He was on the ground when the ball came out. Luckily for the Generals, or for the Stars, whoever loses next week, it does not affect their seeding, not like it really matters anyway, because all games are played in Birmingham. Although the playoffs are played in Canton, Ohio, home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, which I will be doing a video, upcoming this week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I think Wednesday I'm going to do that. That pass is almost intercepted, and that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. Oh, dang it. I was pressing the equal sign instead of backspace. After the play, there was a penalty on a offensive lineman on the Maulers to bring up 2nd and 25. Wow. I knew it was a 15-yard penalty, just didn't... I didn't realize it was going to be... Like, wow, 2nd and 25. So, a minute 21 left in the second quarter, as they're going to give it right back to Garrett Groshek. He's going to power forward and get 3 yards to bring up 3rd and 22. As the Stars spend their 2nd timeout to stop the clock and get some... And maybe get some time left. That they're actually going to mark it 3rd and 21. As I would expect the Maulers to run the ball here again. Because, I mean, 3rd and 21, you're not going to risk anything here. With a minute 15 left, and they could potentially come back and tie it right back up before... right before the half. So I'd expect another run here. Are lining up in the shotgun formation, have ran out of it several times this drive. It is a delayed give, a draw to Garrett Groshek. And he's going to power forward up to the 40-yard line as the Stars spend their final timeout with 1:08 remaining. And that's going to bring up a 4th and long. 4th and, let's say, 4th and 12. So 9-yard run on the draw play by Groshek, but obviously not enough to pick up a 1st down on 4th and 21. As once the Stars get it, they'll probably have about a minute left, depending on how long the return is. And that's going to give Case Cookus and the Stars offense a chance to put some points on the board before the half, which I think would be a really, really good idea. Especially if you're down. I mean, I know the Stars are a really good team. To have 3 points on the board at the half, I mean, you obviously want more than that. And I know they faked it before. I would not expect another fake. You're deep in your own territory. Yep, no fake. Just going to punt this one down to the other end of the field. It is caught by Maurice Alexander before he goes out of bounds at about his own 25. Where are they marking it? I don't know where they're marking it. But 101 remaining, as now the Stars have the football. Oh no. Sorry about that. First and 10 at their own 30-yard line. I thought he went out at his own 20, but apparently I just read the number wrong. Case Cookus to throw for it. Steps up in the pocket and takes a hit as he let it go, and it is intercepted. He was hit as he threw. It was over the head of, I think, intended receiver Maurice Alexander. Running back Matt Colburn was also there. And now the Maulers have a chance to put more points on the board and extend their lead before the half. As I don't hate the idea to go deep there. It was just a matter of that he got hit as he let it go. Particularly his arm, so it did not come off cleanly. Yep, way over the head of Maurice Alexander. Matt Colburn was deeper. It looked like he was going to go for Colburn, because he winded up to take a really, really deep shot. 53 seconds left. Also forgot to change the ball marker. Vadeli catches his own pass, which was batted in the air, as now 40 seconds remain. And that's going to bring up, he loses yards with second and 14? It should be second and 15. As now it looks like they're just content to run out the clock. Madre London in the backfield. He's going to get the ball here. And that's going to bring us to halftime. So, Maulers up on Stars, leading this one 10-3 at the half. And as we do at every halftime, I'm going to go take a very short break, and I will see you in a few minutes, and we will discuss the first half, what each team needs to do, my takeaways, stuff like that. So, don't go anywhere, I will be right back. And just give me 1 second. Alright, sorry. It is really, really big right now. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I'm going to go take a very short break, and I will be right back in a minute. Alright, we are back. Thank you for staying with us. So, so far, Maulers up 10-3 at the half. Just making sure I turned my microphone back on. Yes, I did. I did that in the beginning. I'm not sure if you guys were here for that. But I started talking and my microphone, like, it was plugged in and it was on, but, like, there's this little volume thing where you can adjust the volume. And, yeah, I forgot to turn that part on. So, for the first few minutes, I was just talking. I was talking, but like, you guys weren't hearing what I was saying. Alright, so Maulers played very, very well. Much, much better than I expected in the first half. A couple of fake special team plays. One fake punt, one fake field goal. Both ended up being successful, as both were on the same drive. The fake field goal was for a touchdown. Maulers have thrown for over 110 yards, one touchdown. That was the fake punt, but they do have 2 interceptions. One was, I'm not sure what happened, if it slipped out of his hand or if it was tipped at the line, but it was a really, really bad throw and also came out like very, very wobbly. They had found a little bit of a rhythm running the ball in their last few drives. So that's been better. And for the Stars, 62 yards and a pick through the air, and 12 yards on 6 carries for an average of 2 yards a carry on the ground. So the Stars need to get something going offensively, whether it's the run, the pass. They just need to get something. Because they have a total of 74 total yards compared to the Maulers' 157. So just comparing some stats real quick. Time of possession, that goes to Pittsburgh, 1650 to 1310. Both with 6 total drives. Maulers have run 14 more plays, 35 compared to 21. Yards per play, 1 more yard per play for the Maulers, 4.5 compared to 3.5. Red zone touchdowns and red zone attempts, 1-1 for the Maulers, 0-0 for the Stars. And each team with 2 turnovers. So not a great game for either team. Obviously tons of ways to improve. And it wasn't really great for either team, as now they're showing the halftime stats. As something I've realized, this is Pittsburgh's, or the Maulers' largest halftime lead this season. Interesting. I also know they were leading at halftime against the Stallions. But I know they wanted to lose that game, as they've lost a lot of their games. So as they're back... Oh, I forgot to do something. So I always put up a poll who will win. Maulers up 10-3. That's just a kick return to the 20-yard line. Maulers up 10-3 heading into the second half. Who wins? Typically, I try to put this out earlier, but I just completely forgot. Alright, so make sure to vote on that poll if you haven't already. Or, well, you wouldn't have already. But, make sure to vote on that poll. Maulers up 10-3, heading into the second half. Who wins? I'm still going Stars. So 1st and 10, Roland Rivers in at quarterback for the Maulers. Hold on, let me change this really quickly. As here's a run with Madre London, who gets forward for a yard. Maulers football. Down in distance. One second. That's going to bring up 2nd and... Second and 9. Rivers throws intended for tight end number 80. That is Matt Seibert. Can I put quarter 3 in a darker color? Alright, 1 second. How's that? Oh, that does not look good. The quality of that just went down a lot. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me delete that and remake it. Actually, I'll copy this. Nah, never mind. So make sure to vote on that poll, as I just missed what happened here. As Rivers was hit as he throws. And now 4th and 9. As false starts, it's going to bring up 4th and... It's half the distance to the goal, I believe, so... 1 second. Now it's 4th and 14. Sorry, that just came in so big across the screen. Trying to redo it for 1 second. There we go. How's that for quarter 3? Does that look better? Alright, sorry, I'm missing what's happening real quick. Alright, that looks good. As the Stars just, I believe, turned the ball over. No. 1st and 10. There's a run that gets 2. Alright, I'm going to end this poll, so make sure to vote if you haven't already. What is this now? 2nd and 8. And also Stars football. Not Maulers. Okay. Alright, so I ended that poll. Make sure to vote if you haven't, or make sure to let me know in the comments if you haven't voted. 2nd and 9, I accidentally had 2nd and 8. Here's KJ Costello to throw. As he completes one to number 12. Who's number 12? Chris Rowland? Stars still winning. Stars winning 100-11. Yeah, I do think the Stars will still win. Here's Costello to throw again. And that is going to draw a flag as he threw it deep down the field, intended for Gray. And Walker in on coverage with pass interference. Let's see. Yup, definitely early contact. He did make a play on the ball, but it was early contact. So that's now going to bring up 1st and 10. Here's Costello again. Did Case Cookus get... No, he's standing right there on the sideline. Okay. That was a screen from Matt Colburn, which was incomplete. So apparently they just put in Costello looking for an offensive spark. As I mean, I think Case Cookus could still be a really, really good quarterback. But I mean, I don't disagree with putting Costello in because you need a spark or changing something. Because I mean, you scored 3 points. You got like I think it's either the best, you may have the second best offense in the USFL. Here's a draw with Colburn, nice spin move, and he's gonna get forward for 5 to bring up 2nd and 5. Wait, that wasn't... How was that 2nd down? Okay. 3rd and 6, apparently. Costello goes down. Now that's going to bring up 4th and something. Fourth and 13. As it is punted away and fielded there, and at the 15, he's taken down. That's number 10. That's Isaiah Henney. There's now the Maulers with the football. Alright, so we got Maulers with the football at their own 15-yard line as they get their second possession of the second half. Neither team really performing that well offensively so far. Alright, so, I forgot what I was gonna say now. Alright, and they're back from commercial break. So 8:39 remaining in the second quarter. Third quarter. Rowan Rivers again in at quarterback for the Maulers. 1st and 10. Now Rivers goes out wide as a wide receiver. And Garrett Groshek at quarterback takes the direct snap. And he fumbled the ball. And it is recovered by the Stars. No, it is recovered by the Maulers, sorry. Let's see this replay. Groshek took the direct snap. Yeah, he definitely fell on it. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's Groshek again. And gets about no gain to bring up 3rd and 9. So 3rd and 9. Rivers, free rusher off the edge, not able to bring him down. Rivers still nowhere to go. He's just going to throw it away. And that's going to now bring up a 4th down and 9. And now they will punt it away to the Stars. As this is a good kick, fielded back to his own 25-yard line. Oh, almost. Maurice Alexander, if he could have got past that tackle, like, that could have been a big play. Or a big return, I should say. So now, Stars with the football 1st and 10. Let's see who's going to come on at quarterback, if it's going to be Case Cookus or KJ Costello. So, let's see. That's something I'm interested to watch for as they come back onto the field. As now you wonder if Case Cookus was taken out of the game to rest for the playoffs because they've already clinched a playoff spot. So Something I'm wondering. As this is seeming to be a really, really long commercial break. Oh, finally. So Generals and Stars, it's annoying how we're gonna see a preview of the playoffs, but then it's also, I don't know, it's good and bad. I prefer to see it just once. I think it will be two great games both times. And it is KJ Costello at quarterback. From their own 38, it is a outside give to Colburn. Wow, look at him go. And he's unable to stay in bounds, but does make a big run to bring up another first down. Great running there by Colburn, was almost took that for a touchdown. He just seemed different on that carry. He got the ball and he just took off. Just got the snap off. Here's another outside give to Colburn. And he's going to get about 4 yards there to bring up a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Number 25, I forget his name, the backup running back, goes out as wide receiver. But it doesn't matter because there's a false start on the Stars offense to bring up a 2nd and 11. But anyway, 25 on the Stars is Paul Terry. Looks like they could be running the same play. Terry goes out wide. Costello fumbled the ball. He started to take off and run with it, and then he forgot something, the ball. And that brings up 3rd and 8. He didn't have it like tucked. He was running with it as if he was going to throw, and it just completely slipped out of his hand. So 3rd and 8 now. At the Maulers 34-yard line. Here's Costello going to take a deep shot, and he dropped it right in, and he got the feed in. Wow, what a throw, what a catch. First down, Stars. Also defensive holding there. Great job to drop it right in there. Let's check the feet. 1, 2. Yup, that's a good catch. Wow. I don't know what's more impressive right there, the throw or the catch. That was Alexander's first catch, but it goes for a big 33 yards to give them their first red zone trip today. Costello gives to Terry, and he is just short down at the 1-yard line. Here is another run. I think he's short again. Stars are trying to say he's in. I think he came down just short. Let's see here on the replay. Yeah, just short to bring up 3rd and goal. Oh no. Big play here. Wouldn't be surprised to see if they go to the air. They do go to the air, and that is batted down at the line of scrimmage by number 99 on the Maulers defense, Carlo Kemp. Actually, wasn't batted down. It hit him right in the face. As they're going to go for this on 4th and goal. Big play here. It's going to be another run with Turry, and this time he's in for the touchdown. So touchdown for the Stars. Whoops. 9. Good Sunday evening. Good Sunday evening to you. Do you do this kind of stuff all the time? I've been trying to do, or I've been doing a USFL live watch party like this, once a week. So, it depends on what you consider all the time. I've tried to do it weekly. And the extra point is good, but a flag does fly. As there's a false start, so gotta change that back to 9. That's gonna back him up 5 yards. And it's still good. And this kick looked even straighter than the first one. So the Stars tied up after a great thrown catch from Costello to Alexander to put him inside the 5. And then Dylan Terry punches it in on 4th and goal. So now you've got the Mauler is going to get the ball back. As let's see if we can start to see a little bit more points put up. On the in the second half, as that is only the second touchdown of the game, Each team now with a field goal and touchdown. Is it just USFL games or is it other games? So like NFL, NHL, MLB, or NBA as well? Good question. So I try to do USFL weekly, and like if there's other big games for anything like for the NHL playoffs or stuff like that, I'll also do that. I have not done an MLB game yet, but I do plan to do those in the future. So like I do all sports, but like weekly streams like this, it has been USFL with others streamed with other streams of games like this mixed in whenever there's like a big game. Like, not sure if you're an NHL fan. Here's a return from Trey Walker, finds some space and almost across midfield up to the 49-yard line. Very, very good return. But like for the Rangers and Penguins and Rangers and Hurricanes game 7, I did a live watch party for that. As well as then, like, obviously every day I try to post a video, which can be about really any sport. First and 10 for the Maulers with great starting field position. Wait 1 second, I forgot to put this up. There we go. As that is something for some kind of run for a loss of 1. Nope, it's still 10 yards to go, but instead, no, 2nd and 10. Here's Vadeli back in at quarterback. And here is, I forgot this guy's name, on the Maulers. James Gilbert for the catch. As we approach the final play of the third quarter. 3rd and 8. Sorry about that. Third and 8. Here's Vadeli to throw. Finds Isaiah Henney over the middle, who's going to get the first. Wow, that was a big hit. Well, he got the first down, but that was a huge hit. As that's going to bring us to quarter number 4 already. I feel like this game's been going really, really quickly. Oh, also the Maulers have the ball, not the Stars. Sorry about that. As Isaiah Henney had helmet cam, or has a camera in his helmet, and seeing that hit from, I don't know who that was that made the tackle. That was a huge hit. So I'm gonna put out a poll. So make sure to vote Tied at 10 heading into the 4th. Who wins? Maulers or Stars? I originally said Stars. The only thing that would make me not say Stars is that they're playing with backup quarterback KJ Costello because they're resting Case Cookus. Case Cookus. But I'm still gonna go Stars. And my updated score prediction. Obviously, it's not gonna be 37-16, which I said in my predictions, which I posted on Thursday. Instead, I'm still gonna go with the Stars. I'm gonna go 24-17. So make sure to vote on that poll if you haven't already. If you have an updated score prediction, let me know in the comments. Alright, so make sure to vote on that poll. If you haven't already, I'm still going with the Stars. I think it's still going to be a good, competitive, close game down the stretch. I'm going with the Stars to get the win here. My updated score prediction is 24-17. So, vote if you haven't already. Let me know if you have an updated score prediction. And now, I was just thinking. So, we've seen Case Cookus not play the second half. And I would assume it's for rest reasons. So now, both these teams have a playoff spot secured. Secured a playoff spot. 1 second. Here's a run with, I forget his name again. James Gilbert. Here's Vadali looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Instead, he's going to scramble forward to make that 3rd and 2. Sorry, I also forgot to change that to 2nd and 7. 3rd and 3 is what they're going to mark it as. Alright, so I'm going to end this poll in a few minutes. Or when it hits the 13-minute mark, which 1 minute, I will end it. You like all sports such as NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and especially any team to do with Pittsburgh. Okay, cool. I like, again, all sports. Here's Gilbert again. And that's going to bring up 4th down, 4th and 1.5. They're going to probably mark it 4th and 2. But I'm not, that into basketball. I'll watch it. But, it's not, my favorite sport. Now they're going to mark it 4th and 1. And it's going to be a field goal attempt by the Maulers to take a 13-10 lead. Let's see. 49-yard attempt. And there is... Looks like it's going to be a 1st down. I'm going to end this poll because there's 13:04 left in the 4th quarter, which is, I say, close enough. Yep, that's going to be a 1st down. as the Stars jumped to give them 5 yards. Um, so for me, my favorite sports teams, we've got the Yankees for the MLB, NFL is Giants, USFL is Generals. I'm missing one. And hockey is Rangers. Here's Gilbert again, this time swung down in the backfield for a loss of 2 to bring up 2nd and 12. Alright, 2nd and 12 as we approach 12 minutes remaining. Vadley fires wide open receiver. There's Trey Walker, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. Great job there by Vadley to find the open receiver. Deliver an accurate throw. Very, very good job. Let's see what happened here. As he just got lost. The corner knew he had safety help over the top. Safety didn't do anything. Looked like that may have been cover 3. Where you had the other outside corner go drop back. And he just didn't drop back or didn't go far enough. I'm not sure what happened there. And that extra point is no good. I thought that was good. And that's going to stay right there at 16-10. You thought you heard last weekend when you were watching the Pittsburgh Maulers that with their loss last weekend, their playoffs chance is over with. Yes, that is correct. Oh, what I was saying before about the playoffs is with the Stars and Generals, because they're playing next week and then the week after in the playoffs. And I was saying I wouldn't want to see it two weeks in a row, but then after I was thinking about it, we may not get to see the true matchup, because one, they may not want to show all their cards next week, and 2, they may want to rest starters next week. So, thinking about that, I then realized I would still prefer to see different ones, but I mean, really, anyway. So, yes, that is correct. The Maulers do not have a playoff spot, and they have no chance at the playoffs, as the Stars and the Generals have clinched a playoff spot in the North, and in the South, it is the Stallions against the Breakers. So I know the Maulers have used 2 quarterbacks today. They've used Roland Rivers and Vadley. Vadley's definitely looked much better. As, I mean, I know Roland Rivers has only played like 1 drive. But Vadley, 13 of 21 for 117 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. And Roland Rivers, nothing. No completions in 3 attempts. And now the Maulers set to kick this away. So we'll get to the comments in 1 second. And I believe it is a touchback. 11:56 remaining in the fourth quarter. So 1st and 10. Whoops, I also forgot to change that. First and 10, here's play action, Costello. Just throws it away, didn't like anything he saw. Question, should take the Stars to win the game? I still think they're going to win the game. I mean, they're only down by 6. Even if they score a touchdown, they still got the lead. Well, as long as they make the extra point. But I'm no expert or anything like that. That's 2nd and 10. But I do think the Stars will get the win. Second and 10, here is a run with Matt Colburn. And he's going to get maybe 2 yards to give him, or to give the Stars a 3rd and 8. Third and 8. Maulers up 16-10. Here's Costello. Going to take a shot down the field. Underthrew it. But coming back to the ball was number 2. I forgot his name. I said his name before. I just don't remember it. Jordan Sewell. Good adjustment to come back and get that ball. Underthrown by Costello. Ideally on like a post to the sideline, you want to lead them towards the sideline. Costello did not do that. But good adjustment by Sewell to go get that one. Costello taking another really deep shot. And again, intended for Sewell. That's going to be 2nd and 10. Come on, Stars. And almost all USFL games have this. Almost all of the USFL games this year, I've been taking the underdog in each game that I've been wagering on this year. And even tonight, I took the Pittsburgh Maulers plus 8.5. I mean, yeah, a lot of the games have been one score. Costello pump faked like a trillion times right there. And still couldn't find an open receiver. As that brings up third and 10, yeah. But yeah, all the games, they've been really close. Like, when you look at this week, you had an 11-point game, you had a 2-point game, a 2-point game, and then you got this close game at a 6-point game. Costello finds Jordan Sewell, the open receiver, makes a move. Oh, I think if he didn't spin right there and just dove forward, he could get the first down. If he just put his head down and ran, I think he had the first down. And then, like, when you look at Week 8, I mean, you had a 10-point game, you had a blowout with the Stars and Panthers. You had a 1-point game, and you had an 11-point game. So there's a little bit more of a gap. But overall, they've been pretty close. As they're going to punt it away on 4th and 2. From inside Mauler territory. I'm not sure I agree with this call. Let's punt this. I think I'm going for that. 4th and 2. And it goes into the end zone for a touchback. I think I would have gone for that. How about you guys? Let me know in the comments. Oops. Let me check where they exactly were on the field. At the Pittsburgh 38-yard line. I'm pretty sure I would be going for that. I mean, you also could kick it. I mean, it would be a 55-yard field goal. The ball is currently at the Maulers' own 20-yard line after the punt was a touchback. Go for it on 4th down, I agree. I mean, either you're kicking a 55-yard field goal or you're going for it on 4th and 2. Punting is my last option there. Cool, you took the Maulers to win 10-10 when it was at 10-10. Again, I think this game could go either way. I do think the Stars will get the win, just because I trust them overall as a team a little bit more. But it is a little bit more open when it is. Oh, that was a big hit. They showed the replay of the big hit on Isaiah Henney, and I'm still like on the replay. Oh, that was a big hit. But I think it could go either way. I picked the Stars to win. When I told you guys my second half prediction, but then once they took out Case Cookus and potentially resting him for the playoffs, it made me less confident with that. And they just put up the weirdest graphic on screen. Isaiah Henney, 1 catch, 10 yards, 1 tooth lost. So very interesting. It's not every day you see a football player lose a tooth. That's more of a hockey player thing. And I will finish getting 2nd and 8. I'll finish getting to the comments in 1 second. 2nd and 8. Vadley play action. Throws over the middle. There's number 13. I forget who that is. That is Jalen McClinsky. Hopefully I said his name correctly. And, where was I? Here's a run with Madre London, broke a few tackles. I also forgot to change that to 1st and 10. That's going to bring up 2nd and 5, I believe. And what is my name? My name is Nicholas. Alright, so 2nd and 5. We've got as they just showed Tavon Coney with another. Here's another one with Madre London. This time going to get the first down and about 10 yards. Thank you for doing this game tonight. For not everyone out there has cable TV or streaming TV service platforms and is unable to watch the game tonight on FS1. You're welcome. Really, that's not even the reason I chose to do this game. It was just of the timing for like my schedule today. It was the best game, or this weekend, I should say. Here's a London. Gets about 3 yards to bring 2nd and 7. And I think I'm going to do one next week. I haven't. Well, I know I'm going to do one next week. I haven't completely decided on what one yet. Really, there's no, important games. Everything is set for the playoffs next week. Second and 7. I'll get back to next week in 1 second. Here's another run with Madre London, breaking another tackle and getting a first down. Very good job running the football here by the Maulers. Oh, I just realized I said the Stars had the ball. It's really the Maulers. Sorry about that. And again, that tackle was made by Tavon Coney, who's had a very, very good game today. Tavon Coney, 6 tackles, an interception, and a pass deflection. Madre London, this drive, 5 carries, 27. Wow! Whoa! Fumble! Fumble! How often do you see that? The guy put a hit on the quarterback before he even handed the ball off to the running back. How often do you see that? That was insane. He shot through there like a cannon. Like he shot out of a cannon to go through there. Wow. Looked like a safety coming in on the safety blitz. Timed the snap perfectly. And the Stars get the ball back. Talk about a crazy, crazy play. He tackled 2 people at once and forced a fumble. Wow. There's Matt Colburn for the Stars breaking free. He's still got space. Still running inside the 10 and he's in for the touchdown. Wow, talk about things coming in the Stars' favor. Wow. First a huge defensive play and then Matt Colburn takes it to the end zone on the first play to tie this game at 16 with 4:45 remaining. And the extra point is up and good for the Stars to make this a 1.17-16 lead with 4:35 remaining. So talk about a crazy turn of events. First, you've got one second, I forgot his name. Dixon, I just don't know his first name. You've got Ahmad Dixon coming up. So you've got Ahmad Dixon coming up from a safety spot and putting a hit on the quarterback and running back together when the running back is receiving the ball, like, from the quarterback on a handoff, not like a toss play or anything like that. And then Matt Colburn does it on offense for the Stars with a 51-yard touchdown run. One play, 51 yards, 2 seconds. Oh, but going back to next week really quickly. Next week we've got the Generals and Stars, Stallions and Bandits, Maulers and Panthers, and Breakers and Gamblers. So I think the one I'm going to be streaming and doing a live watch party for next week is going to be the Breakers against the Gamblers. I mean, there's really not a ton of really, like, great games next week. Like, there could be good games, but, like, Generals and Stars, they'll probably be resting starters. Panthers, Maulers, 2 one-win teams. Maybe Maulers can get their second win tonight. And then you got the 2-win Gamblers just knocked off the Stallions against the Breakers. So I think that's the game I'm going to be doing. That starts at 8:30, so a little bit later. So we'll start at approximately 8:20, between 8:20 and 8:30. I think that's what I'm going to be doing next week. I'll let you guys know if anything changes, like throughout the week or anything like that. But, Stars with 85 points off turnovers this season, most in the USFL. And today they have 10. Maulers, Trey Walker on the return. Good return there. And gets up to, I can't tell where he is in the field, 35-yard line. So that's 1st and 10 for the Maulers. Vadley at quarterback, get to the comments in 1 second. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 25-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd down and, I don't know, a lot. We've got 2nd and 18. .421 remaining. And do you have a Facebook page? I do not. I just have a YouTube channel right now. That is correct. Here's Vadley. Looked like he was going to throw, but then he didn't, and he decided to take off and run for it. And he's going to obviously be short of the 1st down, because unless he got 18 yards there, which he didn't. That's going to bring 3rd and 10. So from making it 3rd and long to 3rd and manageable. I mean, 3rd and 10 is still very, very long. But I mean, at least it's better than 3rd and 18, you know? So 3rd and 10, 3.5 minutes remaining. Vadley throws to Madre London, who lost the ball, but that could be incomplete. They're saying fumble on the field, and Star's defense recovers. I don't think he had that ball long enough for it to be a fumble. Maybe he did. In real speed, watching it live, I didn't think so. Yeah, he took, what, 1 step with the ball? I don't think so. I think that's going to be incomplete. I'm not sure. And not going to... Like, I think all turnovers get reviewed. Here's Matt Colburn, tackled behind the line of scrimmage to bring up 2nd and 12. Second and 12. The Maulers do still have all 3 timeouts with 2:44 remaining. 2nd and 12. Colburn again gets maybe a yard to bring up 3rd and 11. Whoa. I accidentally didn't erase one of the ones. So I put 2nd and 111. As the Maulers call their first timeout with 2:29 remaining in the ball game. Similar story to week 2. In week 2, the Maulers led by 2, and then the Stars scored 9 unanswered points. Tonight, Maulers led by 6 entering the 4th quarter, and now 7 unanswered points. Or 2? I don't remember what it said. Costello taking a deep shot to the end zone. May have been off the fingertips of number 7. Who's number 7? Number 7, Devin Gray. I've said his name a few times tonight. So that's going to bring up a field goal attempt to push this to a 4-point game. 4th and 10. How much time left? 2:22. As that field goal, 45 yards, is no good. This will stay at a 1-point game. Now 2:18 left. Oh, I never changed a ball marker, but now the Maulers have the ball back anyway. So 1st and 10, Maulers with the football at their own, where are they, 36-yard line? Here's a screen pass to James Gilbert. I finally remembered his name. And he gets about 7 yards, as that brings us to the 2-minute warning. And I'm going to put out a quick poll. Stars up Stars up 17-16, 2 minutes remaining. Who wins? I've said the Stars a few times. Or I've said the Stars since the beginning. I'm going to stick with the Stars. I'm going to stick with the Stars getting the win here. Do I think that the USFL will ever merge with the XFL? Good question. I feel like that would be best for both leagues to either do some kind of merge where you have the USFL plays their season, the XFL plays their season. There's a USFL champion and an XFL champion, and then they play against each other for like the best spring league team. Or you can merge them into a different league, like a one combined league. Like, so you have 16 teams, which is what I would prefer to see. So do I think they'll ever merge? That's a good question. Do I hope they will? Yes, because I think that's probably the best way both of them survive with each other around. Alright, so make sure to vote on that poll if you haven't already. So far, 60% say the Maulers are going to make a comeback. Alright, so I'm going to end this poll in 1 second. Here's Vadui. He's going to take off and run. And he does get the first down. Remember, the clock temporarily stops on first downs with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Alright, so I have seen a few more votes come in, so I'm going to leave this up for 1 more minute. Or like a few more seconds. So if you haven't voted, make sure to vote. 1.5 minutes remaining. Vadui, quick throw intended for a win on the outside falls incomplete to bring up 2nd and 10. Alright, so I'm going to end this poll right now. If the Stars lose, you may throw something. It would be frustrating for a loss against the Maulers. But then again, the Stars really have nothing to play for. They're set in the 2nd spot in the North Division. That they can't miss the playoffs. They're on their own 49-yard line. As Vadui throws it intended for Trey Walker, incomplete. So the Maulers on their own 49-yard line. We've got 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining. So 3rd and 10 for the Maulers. Here is Vadui to throw for it. Steps up in the pocket and fires over them all off the hands. And also a big hit intended for Hardaway. Devion Hardaway, wide receiver out of Fresno State. Time remaining, there is 1 minute 16. There is a flag on the field. It may be a late hit on a defenseless. on a defenseless receiver. I think that's what they're going to call. Like a hit on a defenseless receiver, or whatever they're calling it, unnecessary roughness, whatever they call it. Let's see what this is right now. So they are reviewing this to see. So time remaining right now is 1:16. And that will stay no matter what the call is right now, because it's either an incomplete pass or it's a dead ball foul. So the call is confirmed. That is going to give them a first down. So now, this is very, very interesting. From fourth down to first down. So which way would you prefer? I would prefer to see the 16 teams, but I would also be fine with the USFL champion playing an XFL champion. Either way, football's football, and football's awesome. So now, at the Stars, why are you running the ball? I mean, you don't need a touchdown. Now, second down is now the Stars call a timeout. Alright, so I see what they're trying to do here. Second and 8 now. They're trying to run out the clock, then call a timeout with very, very little time remaining to kick a game-winning field goal. So second and 8, the ball is on the Stars' 34-yard line, so in field goal range. Come on, Stars and football or hockey. Are you saying like those are your two favorites, or are you asking me which I'd prefer? If you're asking, I would prefer to watch football, but it's close. Both are really good. So second and 8. Here's another run with Garrett Groshek. Again, going to get about 2 yards to bring up third and 6. Alright, you're asking. So I would, football by a little bit. Third and 6, as the Stars call their second timeout. Whoops, third and 6. Yes, my favorite hockey team is the Rangers, who unfortunately lost last night and ended their season. Who do I think will win, Stars or Maulers? That is a very tough question at this point. So I trust Ramiz Ahmed to make that field goal for the Maulers. But with the Stars, how they're managing the clock right now, calling their timeouts, I think they can give themselves a chance. I don't know. Here's Vadley to throw for it on third and 6. Here's Isaiah Henney. And the clock continues to run. I'm not sure if the Stars may have wanted to push him out of bounds there and not keep him in bounds. Because you push him out of bounds, the clock stops. You keep him in bounds, the clock keeps running, and you have to spend your final timeout. So now Ramiz Ahmed on for the Maulers to kick a field goal that would give them the lead. So 4th and 5. Update play and yardage just did. And time remaining is 58 seconds. 49-yard field goal attempt There are rule differences between the USFL and XFL. Has the XFL officially come out with their new rules? A 49-yard field goal attempt. It is no good, just wide right. And the Stars are going to hold on and win. So now I can answer your question. I think the Stars are going to win. No. I thought the Stars would win. Going into the game, I said that at halftime. I was sticking with the Stars all the way. Good snap, good hold. Kick just got pushed right. Just barely. It was really close. So now, 1st and 10, and the Stars take a knee. And the Maulers will now spend their second timeout. So now 2nd and 14 after taking a knee. Philadelphia Stars may have won the game, but the Pittsburgh Maulers won the wager. That is very true. Good point. So now 50 seconds remain, 2nd and 14. Obviously just going to take another knee here. And now the clock. I feel like it should have ran a little bit more than it did. It only took 3 seconds off, but he took like a billion steps backwards. Try to take as much time off the clock as he could. And now they're going to 3rd and 20. Is the game over? They're just kneeling it. Yes, they're just taking a few final knees right now. So yeah, they're kneeling out the clock. And they put 40... What? There's no chance that play only took a second. So now, wait a minute. They took a knee. They have to run at least one more play. So they're going to have to snap the ball on 4th down. Because it's 4th and 23 at the moment. So now, they're going to take the delay of game penalty. With 9 seconds left to push it to a 4th and 28. So 9 seconds left, and they're going to punt it away. From the Maulers, I'm putting one man back deep. Everyone else is on the line. I'm coming after this thing. Because, I mean, it's, what, your only chance? You have 10 seconds? No timeouts? And, yeah, I don't know what that was. But, now the game is officially over. That did not make any sense. That didn't make any sense. Why would you not put everyone up there to go after that and try to block it? I mean, they did, but they had two guys on the outside plus one guy back deep. I mean, you want one guy to back deep to return it, and then you got 10 guys on the line to block it. I don't get why you would have two guys on the outside, though. Thank you for the video that you did. I hope you have a good rest of your evening and night, and God bless you, my friend. Same to you. Thank you for joining me. And regarding next week, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Gamblers Breakers at 8:30. So I hope to see you then. So, I just feel like the Maulers should have done a better job there and came after this punt. But, the Stars do get the win to improve to 6-3 on the season. Maulers fall to 1-8. As one of the 1-8 teams, either the Panthers or the Maulers, will end up with 2 wins after next week they face off against each other. But that's gonna do it for the stream. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. So final score: Stars 17, Maulers 16. So, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I do my best to post as often as possible. MLB Power Rankings and USFL Power Rankings both going to come out tomorrow. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Or, not comment. But make sure to like and subscribe. I do my best to post as often as possible. And I will see you guys in the next video.